Thank you very much, John Romkema, tonight's public address announcer. I'm John Arter along with Tom Kendra, ready to bring you the doubleheader between Muskegon and Glen Oaks. The Jayhawks are currently in second place, have won 3 in a row, keeping pace with Mid-Michigan.
Yes, we're having a heck of a year, John. The women are in second place. The men are in first place. Just kind of get worried about a letdown. We've played a lot of games. It's our 5th game in 9 days. Let's see if we have the energy we need to get another victory.
And they jump it up. The tip is won by the Jayhawks. Julia Tierman brings it across the midcourt line. Hamer. Top of the key to Williams. Pass down low. Ayanna Brown. Easy shot right off the glass and in.
Ayanna Brown is at it again. She's the 3rd leading scorer in the conference.
And that full court pressure leads to another turnover. Hamer, 3-point shot off the iron, rebounded by Dangerfield. Rogers. Oh, nearly a steal there by Tierman. Now there is a steal. Coming around the other side was Cologne, and Cologne is fouled on the way to the bucket. A little bit of a double team there, Tom.
That's right. Nice defense by the Jayhawks. Julia Tierman almost had the steal, and she was trying to keep the ball away from her, Cologne came and took it away.
Off the iron, Cologne will get a second shot. Misses both. Now Dangerfield. 3-point shot. Rebounded by Hamer. Ahead to Cologne. Williams uses the glass. It's good.
Nice strong take to the basket by Tiara Williams. The last home game, she had 20 points, a season high. So Tiara Williams from Muskegon really playing well right now.
Dangerfield, 3-point shot, in and out. Williams with a rebound. Cologne. Now Brown in the corner. Hamer, 3-point shot. A little too strong. Dangerfield with a rebound. Rogers in the corner. 3-point shot, in and out. The Vikings cannot buy a bucket.
No, that's 2 3-pointers that were almost in, that just rolled out. So tough start for the visitors.
Ayanna Brown. Williams in and out. Right back. Rogers checked by Tierman. Striplin. And off the hands of Gilson. It's a turnover, Jayhawk ball.
John, the Jayhawks come in having won 3 games in a row and 6 of their last 7. So really playing good basketball. The reason I was worried about a letdown is they have a huge game coming up this Saturday against first place Mid-Michigan up in Mount Pleasant. And they've been looking forward to that game for a while.
Brown gets her own rebound, putback doesn't go. Yes, you don't want to get caught up in a trap game, and looking forward to the Mid-Michigan game this weekend.
Exactly. And if you remember that first matchup here against Mid-Michigan, Muskegon was playing without Ayanna Brown, maybe the best player in the conference.
Brown converts. She has 4 points now here in the first quarter. There's a steal. Brown with a steal. Cologne leans in, and a blocking foul on Glen Oaks.
Yeah, just like that, you see everything that Ayanna Brown can do, making the basket, and then those long arms leading that press. She gets the steal and then an assist. So Ayanna Brown, she ranks in the top 4 in the conference, John, and in 5 different categories.
That's very impressive.
That's Ayanna Brown, a sophomore from Fruitport, 5'10". She's 3rd in the conference in scoring, 4th in rebounding, 4th in assists, 2nd in steals, and 3rd in block shots. So I got to believe that makes her a Player of the Year candidate.
It sure would. You'd have to consider her and put her name in the hat. And a long 3 is good by Gilson. First points of the game for the Vikings.
Snaps a 7-0 Jayhawk run.
Williams, little right-handed push shot, doesn't go. Offensive board by Hamer. Turnaround shot is good. Tanae Hamer.
She's really been a pleasant surprise this year, John. She's a 5'5" freshman out of Hudsonville. She's a great left-handed three-point shooter, but she does a nice job on the boards. That was a great offensive rebound and putback.
Rogers kicks it back out, and Cologne gets her hand on the ball and the steal. Cologne, left-hander, doesn't go. She draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul is on Dangerfield.
Right now the Jayhawks are playing great on the defensive end, John, and that's leading to fast break opportunities. This team likes to run. They're averaging almost 70 points a game. So for women's play, that's quite a bit of scoring.
Yes. In and out. Misses again.
Wow, Cologne 0 for 4 from the free throw line so far. She's our leading scorer at 17 points a game. That ranks 2nd in the conference.
Gilson shot. Rebounded by Brown. Cologne. In the corner, there's Tierman. A high arcer, doesn't go. Gilson with the rebound. Loses control of the ball, but it was last touched by Muskegon.
In their last game, John, the Monday night down at Kalamazoo Valley, Cologne had 21 points. Brown had 16. That's kind of the norm, but it was Julia Tierman. She had her season and career high 11 points in that game. So she really played well, and she earned the start in tonight's game.
Yes.
She's a freshman out of Mona Shores.
Brown. Cologne. Three-point shot is good.
She has a strange release, I tell you, almost like she just hurling the ball up there, but she connects on her fair share.
There's an errant pass, and it turns into a steal by Williams. Tierman. Hamer again. Off the iron. Lagassa with the rebound, and Glen Oaks wants a timeout. 3:56 left to go. First quarter. It's the Jayhawks 12, Glen Oaks 3. John Arter and Tom Kendra here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. The Jayhawks taking on Glen Oaks, a doubleheader between the women's and the men's team. As you mentioned earlier, Jayhawks want to take care of business here that they're doing thus far with a big game coming up on Saturday against Mid-Michigan.
Yeah, Jayhawks have been looking forward to that game for a long time, ever since Mid-Michigan beat them here in the conference opener. Like I said, we were without Ayanna Brown. Tiara Williams played sparingly. Tanae Hamer didn't play in the first half of that game, so hopefully we can go up there full strength Saturday, and wouldn't be surprised if we knock off the Lakers.
Pass goes out of bounds, a turnover. Harton. Over to Standifer. And a three-point shot is good by Dahl. Every one of the players out there did not start. They're all coming off the bench here. Coach is trying to get something started here. Morgan Belcom. Fouls on Sparkle Woods.
Yes, Coach Morgan Belcom for Glen Oaks trying to get something going there in 8th place, John, in the 10-school Western Conference. So she's obviously trying to turn things around.
Archer off the back of the iron, rebounded by Brown. Quickly ahead to Williams, 2-on-1 break. Nope, but right there to put it in is Lee, Joy Lee.
That was a great rebound by Ayanna Brown, and look ahead to Tierra Williams. She missed, but Joy Lee was right there for a nice putback.
And a good pass, and they find Vines all alone down low, and she converts.
That was one of the few times so far that Glen Oaks has run a good press break and was able to get an easy bucket.
There's a steal. And take it and put it in as Standifer. And Jayhawks want a timeout. 2:04 left first quarter. 14-10 Jayhawks. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie. We want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job. Our camera person, Eric Taylor, giving you great shots of all the action here tonight. And our director and producer, Rod Van Nortwick. Thank you much, guys. The pros at MCC.
Right there, Jason Cooper took a quick 30-second timeout, reminded his team, hey, wake up. We got to win this game if we want to be in position on Saturday.
Drive by Woods, a little too hard off the backboard. Glen Oaks the other way. Nearly a double dribble. Standifer has the ball stolen away by Woods, and Woods throws an errant pass that is stolen right back by Vines. A long three-point shot is good by Lagasa.
Wow, look at that, John. All of a sudden, Glen Oaks is back to within 1 point. It's funny the way college basketball is. If you relax for a little bit with the three-point line, it doesn't take long to come back.
Errant pass goes out of bounds. Jayhawk turnover.
All of a sudden, the Jayhawks are discombobulated out there.
Nice block there by Brown. Ahead to Jeffries. Now Lee. Eight on the shot clock. Lee. Jeffries in the corner, three-point shot off the iron. Nice offensive board. And it hits off the back of the backboard. It'll still be Jayhawk ball, but that was a nice board by Jaron Smith of the Jayhawks. Lee. Tipped around. Williams gets the rebound. Put back doesn't go. Another rebound doesn't go.
Oh.
Three good looks, Tom.
Yeah, all of a sudden the Jayhawks can't buy a bucket. Got to believe it's a product, a little bit of the fatigue, John, of all those games.
Yes. There's a travel with 4 seconds left in the quarter.
You know, and it's just also just the dog days of winter right now. You know?
Yes.
Feels like it's about January 56th. today. Been a long month.
Yes, it has. This is the last game of the first half. There's a drive by Cologne, and it doesn't go, and we're at the end of the first quarter here at Bartels Rhodey. Our score is Muskegon 14, Glen Oaks 13. John and Tom back here at Bartels Rhodey. We had a low-scoring first quarter, 14-13, as both teams went on a cold streak here and well under their normal scoring average.
Yeah, the Jayhawks started off great, John. It looked like they were going to blow Glen Oaks out of here. But the Vikings have, like you said, they made some wholesale substitutions, and they have a much better lineup in the game.
Nice steal by Brown as she jumped into the passing lane. Here's Cologne, puts it up and in. Jayhawks with that extended defense. And this one goes off of Rogers. It's a turnover.
Nice start to the second quarter here. The Jayhawks are at their best when they're running and gunning and full court pressing.
Jeffries, bounce pass to Cologne. And the save by Brown, but right there to Glen Oaks. There's Brazo. Now the Jayhawks the other way. Long cross-court pass to Williams. Williams leans in, no call. And the rebound by Dangerfield. Striplin has the ball stolen away. Casey Jeffries.
Nice hands by Jeffries, a freshman out of Whitehall. We mentioned earlier this MCC women's team, very locally oriented. 8 of the players are from area schools.
Cologne forces the action and gets rewarded with a foul called on Glen Oaks.
You know, and a lot of the schools they're from are not traditionally strong basketball schools. I mean, Yasmin Cologne out of Hart and Ayanna Brown from Fruitport, probably our 2 best players. Those aren't considered really basketball hotbeds, but they've been great Jayhawks.
Cologne breaks towards the basket, takes the inbounds pass, and puts it in.
Beautiful inbounds play there. Perfectly executed.
Magassa to Dangerfield. This one will be over and back. Another turnover. Here's where the Jayhawks need to get that killer instinct and really pile up the points on some of these turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if we can, we have a good start here to the second quarter. Let's see if we can keep our foot down. Bump this lead back up maybe into double digits.
It's at 5 now with 8:22 left in the first half. Brown, 3-point shot is good.
She can do it all, John.
She sure can.
Those long arms, she's a great inside player, and then she can step out and nail that 3.
Pass down low. Shot doesn't go, but she'll go to the line to shoot too as Jeffries is called for the foul.
Jayhawks are a little shorthanded on the bench tonight, John. Assistant coach Nicole Decker is sick, so she is home trying to get better. And Jayhawks are still missing Gracie Reinhold. She's still out with a concussion, although we hope to have her back for Saturday's big game up in Mount Pleasant.
Nicole, if you're home watching the game, we miss you. We hope you get better soon and be back here at Bartels Rhodey coaching these Jayhawks to victory. There's a rebound by Brown after 2 missed shots.
We're going to miss that halftime interview. She does a great job with that every week.
She does.
We'll see how Coach Cooper does with it this time around.
I think he'll do okay.
I think so.
Cologne, 3-point shot doesn't go. Glen Oaks with a rebound. Good defense by the Jayhawks. 12 on the shot clock. Dangerfield. Rebounded by Brown. Quick outlet to Cologne. 2-on-1. Right there is Tierra Williams. She puts it in. Nice.
That was textbook, John. That rebound, outlet pass, and then advancing the ball up to Tierra Williams, running the floor for an easy layup.
Well, the nice block, and the ball comes right over to Cologne. Cologne has it stolen right back by Dangerfield. From the far wing, shot doesn't go. Rebound and putback is good by Rogers.
It's all right. The Jayhawks like this pace of game, John.
Williams in the corner. There's Jeffries for three.
She can really shoot it, John. Just a freshman out of Whitehall. She's going to be a really good player next year. Gets a little more experience at the college level.
Long shot is rebounded by Tierman. Williams. Top of the key, one hand push, doesn't go. Lagasa with the rebound. Standifer. Cologne tries to bounce it off Standifer, and she keeps it in play. Shot by Rogers, up and out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. Cologne was looking a little bit gassed there. She's got a little tired. You know, all these games, they add up and they take their toll.
Oh, no question. And Coach Cooper brought in 4 subs right now. So we got a, looks like just one starter on the court right now, and Tanae Hamer. So let's see how these the Jayhawk subs perform here.
Jayhawks have an 11-point lead. Woods. Standifer maintains control of the ball. Pass in, turnaround jumper, does not go for Vines. Joy Lee. Jeffries. Hamer. Down low. And we have a travel called on Smith. Jayhawks in a 2-3 zone. Near steal by Lee, maintained by Standifer. Now there's a Jayhawk steal as Hamer gets the ball.
Good defense there, just active hands for the Jayhawks. Produce a turnover.
Hamer pulls the trigger on a 3, doesn't go. And Harton for the Vikings. Pass down low. Good defense there by Smith.
Yeah, Jaron Smith out of Shelby and Joy Lee from Byron Center. They have those long arms. Make them great defenders.
Yes, they changed a lot of shots. And a travel is called on Hamer. 3:21 left first half. Ayanna Brown checks back in, gives Hamer a break as she was the only starter that was still out there when they put in 4 new subs.
Yeah, so Ayanna Brown is in the game. Let's see how these subs do with our star player Ayanna out there in the middle.
Standifer. Travel.
all of these subs that are out there, John, are freshmen. So
good experience for them. Now Ayanna Brown, near side. Jeffries. Woods drives through and puts it in. Nice move.
there, Sparkle Woods, the freshman from Muskegon. That time she had the right angle going to the hoop and was able to lay it in.
Harton. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Muskegon.
The Jayhawks are struggling a little bit offensively, John, but Glen Oaks is really struggling. They've been stuck on 15 for a long time.
Harton gets her own rebound. Gilson in the corner, three-point shot is rebounded by Jeffries.
Glen Oaks with just 2 points here in the second quarter. And we're already 8 minutes into it. Got to credit some of that to the Jayhawks defense.
Definitely do. There's Woods. Drives the lane, gives it off to Brown, and Brown finishes. Glen Oaks wants a timeout. 1:45 left to go here in the first half. It's Muskegon 30, Glen Oaks 15. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie, the first of two. Jayhawk women's so far have doubled up Glen Oaks 30-15 here in the first half.
Yes, it was just a 1 point lead after the first quarter. The Jayhawks a 16-2 run here in the second quarter to totally take control.
Standifer. Harton. Gilson. Still good defense by that Jayhawk basketball team. Tipped out of bounds by Joy Lee. There's 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Outstanding defense by all. Jayhawks really working hard on this end, and it's paying off for them on the other end.
Jayhawk ball.
We're seeing here in the second quarter just how good this Jayhawk women's team can be. And they'll get a chance to show it against the conference leading Mid-Michigan on Saturday.
Yes, they will. A drive and laying it up and in is Ayanna Brown, and she's fouled. Fouls on Harton. Shot in and out. Standifer. Gilson puts the shot up, doesn't go. There's the offensive board and put back by Dahl.
Nobody blocked Dahl out, and she just grabbed it and laid it back in. Just the second bucket of the quarter.
Ball tipped away by Standifer. Now the Jayhawks set up their play. Jeffries. Brown, outside shot is good for three.
Ayanna Brown putting on a show here in the first half.
Long pass out of bounds. 5 seconds left. A 21-4 run here in the second quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of a sluggish start, but yeah, this quarter has been almost perfection.
Behind the back. And unable to finish his Cologne, but the Jayhawks have opened up a lead here in the first half as it comes to an end. It's Muskegon 35 and Glen Oaks 17. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV. We're at halftime here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. The Jayhawks with a 35-17 lead over Glen Oaks. Our halftime guest is the head coach, Jason Cooper. And Coach, welcome. The Jayhawks were playing well from the start, slowed down a little bit before the break, and then just outscored them 21-4. Your defense was superb.
Yes, I'm excited about how we played the second quarter. 21 points, limiting them to 2 baskets. The intensity was there. We kind of lost our intensity halfway through the first quarter. And I tell the girls, if we just play hard, play together, move the ball, and the defense and the rebounding is our key. If we do that, we'll get some shots. And we have enough people like Ayana and Yasmin and Chewy that can score for us in the interior and out from the perimeter too. So defense and rebounding was the key for us.
You've been substituting in 4 players at a time. However, there was a big, when you had that game postponed, all of a sudden you had a lot of games put together, a lot of energy that you're trying to save for your players.
Yes. So actually, that's a great point. And that's been, we've had like 9 games in like 11, 12 days or something like that.
Right.
But the key to tonight was the substitutions was certain people weren't playing well. And they need to understand they're going to play hard all the time.
Sure.
And that brings the opportunity of people that are hungry to play, come out there and give that extra oomph, that extra intensity that we need. And as you can see, that run happened because people know if I'm not performing the way I should, someone will be able to step up and take my opportunity, my minutes.
And both defensively and offensively, in the first quarter, you only shot 24% from the field. You moved it up to 56.3%. And your defense went from letting up a 50% down to a 13%.
Yeah. Tale of two cities, right? Jekyll and Hyde. That's why I call our team sometime. And when we're good, we're pretty good. And when we're bad, we're bad. So, there's still growth, and I love that this team, I feel that we can still even get better. And at the beginning of the year, we weren't this good defensively and offensively, and we keep growing. And hopefully, we can turn this corner. And we're going to be playing the conference schedule the second time through. And we'll see how much improvement, because other teams are going to get better too. But we're going to see and test ourselves and see if we can make a run here.
And that's one thing you don't want to get caught up in. They call it the trap game, where you've got a game on Saturday against Mid-Michigan to start the second half, and you've got one to take care of tonight.
Yeah, I try not to talk about that with the girls.
Right.
But we all think about it, right? They're in first. We're 1 game out. We got to get through this game, and hopefully we have a great second half like our second quarter, and then we'll talk more exciting stuff about Saturday.
Ayana Brown's been playing well for you. She's in the top 4 in the conference in 5 categories.
Absolutely. She's our centerpiece on offense and defense. When she plays well, we usually play very well. And then we also have Yasmin on the perimeter. So that 1-2 punch has been really good for us this year.
And in the transition game, you've been going to full court. It's really been paying dividends.
Yeah, we're an athletic team playing athletic defense, and we'll catch some teams off guard right now. Hopefully, second time, we'll be okay.
Coach, thanks for joining us. I know you got to get back.
I got to get back. I got to get back. Thanks a lot.
Good luck here in the second half. That's Coach Jason Cooper, the head coach of the Jayhawk women's basketball team. And Tom Kendra is joining us back here. It's really nice to talk to Coach Cooper, and gave us some good insights of the game, of the season. Good person.
All right, yeah, he's got to be excited with the way they played there in the second quarter.
Yes, he is. I talked with him, and I said, boy, we've noticed that he did full team substitutions where 4 people come in. Is that a product of all the games that have logged up? He goes, yeah, that's a good point, but tonight's because some people weren't playing up to their abilities. So
okay.
I said, well, sure. Glen Oaks scores the first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, the big 2 have certainly played well tonight. Ayana Brown and Yasmin Cologne. 14 for Brown, 8 for Cologne. Just need to get some of the other girls going.
Hamer misses, rebound. There's a steal by Cologne. She anticipated there about the pass, and now a pass goes errantly out of bounds. A Jayhawk turnover.
Nice job by Cologne getting that steal, but then a careless pass there. Turns it right back over.
Jayhawks stay in that 2-3 zone. Standifer in the corner. Long shot doesn't go. Chased down there by Cologne on the near side. Now Jayhawks set up their offense. Tierman at the point. Drives around Standifer. Puts a shot up off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebounded there by Brazo. And we have a whistle. Fouls on Tierman, her first.
Yeah, a little frustration there for Julia. She did a nice job driving, jump stop, and just couldn't get that little shot to go, and then she picked up the foul. Boy, I'm looking at the stat sheet here, John. That second quarter, MCC shot 56% compared to just 13% for Glen Oaks. And I think part of that, they couldn't buy a bucket, but great team defense by the Jayhawks.
Dangerfield. Rebounded there by Brown. Tierman sees an opening. The far wing knocks it down.
Wow, that's a confident comeback there after a turnover. Julia Tierman, the freshman from Mona Shores, comes and knocks down the jumper.
And going with it twice is Brazo, and she gets bucket. 37-21. Hamer near wing. Whistle. Foul on Harton. That's her second.
The starting five for Glen Oaks in that first half only combined for 5 points. The other 12 points they had in the first half came from the bench.
Brown, far wing, checked by Harton. And there's a reach-in foul by Sandifer. That's Sandifer's first. They're trying to slow down Ayanna Brown, and you do too much, you're going to be called for the foul. She's a strong basketball player.
That's right, and if they devote too much attention to her, we have other players who can pick up the slack.
Williams in the Hamer. She's double teamed down in the post, and it turns into a steal from Sandifer. Off the glass. Offensive board. Harton puts it up and in.
Good hustle there by the Vikings, outworking the Jayhawks that time.
Hamer, three-point shot, in and out. Brazo with the rebound. Dangerfield. Sandifer, three-point shot. Brown with the rebound. Ahead to Cologne. Cologne on the near wing. Another foul on Harton. That's number 3 on Delania. And Coach Balcom will get another player in there, give Harton a break. Ayanna Brown right down low in the post. 16 points for Ayanna in tonight's ball game.
Yep, that matches her season average of 16. She averages 16 points and 10 rebounds a game.
There's a steal by Cologne. Cologne Gives it back to Brown. Brown too hard. There's Cologne. The putback doesn't go. And they missed twice there. Sandifer comes away with it.
Got to take it up stronger there, John.
Yes.
Either put it in or get fouled.
Gilson. Good hands by Brown. Brown gets a steal, and Sandifer a little frustration foul.
I mentioned Ayanna Brown averages a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds. She also averages 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 block shots a game. So she's a 5'10" sophomore from Fruitport. She looks like someone who could really help out a 4-year school somewhere.
Yes, I agree with you, Tom. Williams from the far wing. Full court pressure by the Jayhawks. And there's a steal by Cologne. Ayanna Brown leads that full court pressure, and that's such an athletic person. The first person you face on the defense is Ayanna Brown, and makes it tough for the opponents.
It sure does. 5'10" with those long arms. She disrupts everything.
Sandifer. Gilson. Cologne with the rebound. Spots Joy Lee, and Lee cannot control the ball. Jayhawk turnover.
What's nice about these Jayhawk players, Yasmin Cologne, Ayanna Brown, and Tiara Williams, they can all rebound, but they can also handle the ball. They dribble well. They can take off and run the show if need be. You know, so many basketball players, the big people, as soon as they get the ball, they look for a guard right away. That's not these Jayhawks. Our interior players get a rebound, they put it on the floor, and they take it up the court.
Ball nearly stolen. Bounce pass to the interior, ball's loose. And the foul is on Hamer. Jayhawks have gotten their lead back to the 18 points that they had at halftime. Gilson, bounce pass in between two Vikings. It goes out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. Oh, they're giving it to Glen Oaks. Muskegon hand must have touched it.
All right.
Must have deflected it. And there's Jeffries with a steal on the inbound pass. Williams. Jeffries in and out.
That's her shot, John, from that baseline three-pointer. Casey Jeffries just rimmed out that time.
Pass down low, reverse layup. Blocked by the backboard. Williams. Vines with the rebound. 3:08 left, third quarter. Good job by Joy Lee. Anticipation there. Nearly loses control of the ball, but she travels.
That's too bad there for Joy Lee, the freshman out of Byron Center. She's so quick, John.
Yes.
She's able to make a great steal, take it to the basket, but just got a little bit, was going a little bit too fast there under the basket and turned it over. But she's got a lot of potential.
That she does. Ball tipped out of bounds by Glen Oaks. Jayhawk ball.
The abysmal shooting continues for the Vikings, John. 13% they shot in that second quarter, and this quarter hasn't been a whole lot better.
No. Now Joy Lee on the near wing. Hamer, three-point shot is good.
There she got one to go. Hamer's an outstanding shooter.
Steal by Lee. Lee draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. As Gilson gets called for the foul, that's her first. Lee misses on the first.
Joy Lee is such an outstanding defensive player. I bet you she'll be working on that offense all off season. She'll be a key part of this team next year.
Yes, yes. Off the back of the iron. Offensive board by Ayanna Brown in the corner. There's Jeffries, three-point shot off the iron. Ball's tipped around. Ayanna Brown again with an offensive rebound. Put back. It goes around and in. 18 points for Brown. Harton. Dahl. Trying to drive baseline. It was cut off by Hamer. 7 on the shot clock. Sandifer, left-hander, doesn't go. Brown with a rebound. Ayanna must be in double digits with all those offense and defensive rebounds.
Yeah, she had 7 in the first half, and I'm sure she's well into double digits by now.
Yes. 1:15 left to go, third quarter. Jayhawks lead by 23. Dahl. Sandifer, three-point shot off the iron. Out of bounds, Jayhawk ball.
Yeah, the Jayhawks doubling up Glen Oaks here, and John, you got to believe they're starting to look ahead to Saturday. That's going to be a big showdown up there in Mount Pleasant,
yes.
Mid-Michigan. They're 17-1. Their only loss came a week ago at Kellogg, but other than that, they've been perfect. I think we're ready for them.
Yes, and when you go back and look at the game, it was a close game. The Jayhawks were up by 2 after 1, and it was within single digits rest away, and then the second half got away from them, the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? John Arter, he keeps these meticulous records every game, and he goes right back to it.
That's right.
Yeah, and you look at that, and again, you can't emphasize enough playing without Ayanna Brown, our best player. That's obviously a huge factor in the game of basketball, one player. So
oh, yes.
We should be going up there with at full strength, and I would say I'd expect the Jayhawks to win that game.
Brazo splits the pair. Yes, especially with Brown and others that we did not have that first game. Brown. Jeffries. Shot doesn't go. Sandifer with the rebound, taken right away. Williams puts it up and in. We have a Viking player needing to get composed there under the basket. May have caught an elbow. Rogers checks back in for the injured Viking.
MCC trainer Jen Stegging got over there right away to help her out.
Harton. Sandifer, 2 on the clock. Off the iron, and there it goes, the buzzer. At the end of 3, it's Muskegon 48, Glen Oaks 24. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie. The Jayhawks have still doubled up Glen Oaks 48-24 as we head into the fourth and final quarter of the game.
You know, after one quarter, we had a close game. MCC was ahead 14-13. But since then, Glen Oaks has only scored 11 points in the last 2 quarters. And I think it's just been outstanding defense for MCC, starting with that full court pressure. But even in the half court, I'm really impressed with how hard the Jayhawks are working on the defensive end.
3-point shot is good by Dahl. Now Glen Oaks extend their defense into the backcourt. Smith. Ball tipped out of bounds by Muskegon. Viking ball. The Jayhawks are choosing to settle back into a 2-3 zone instead of extending the defense. Well, basically, yeah, it would be a zone.
Yeah, they're kind of mixing things up a little bit.
Yes.
Very effectively, too, I might add.
Cologne. Brown top of the key. Cologne. Offensive board by Smith. Stolen away by Sandifer. Harton. Dahl. Jayhawk ball as the ball went up and over the backboard. Brown. Hamer right down there to Smith. Smith all alone. A little too hard.
Beautiful execution on the press break there by MCC. It just couldn't finish.
Sandifer puts it up and in. Ball knocked out of bounds by Glen Oaks. Jayhawk ball under their own basket, 24 on the shot clock. Into Brown. Brown puts it in.
Another great inbound play there for MCC. We've run some good ones. You know, Tierra Williams and Ayanna Brown, they have a special connection.
Yes, they do. Now Brown after that rebound over to Cologne. Cologne with a drive, reverse layup. Doesn't go. Gilson with a rebound. Dangerfield. Sandifer. Offensive foul on Sandifer. That's number 3 on Shanta.
You know, one thing that's really helped this MCC team is the experience that they have. You know, Ayanna Brown and Tierra Williams, they're both third-year college players. They both missed all of last season for different reasons. Tierra Williams with a knee injury and Ayanna Brown for academic reasons. So they got a lot of experience.
3-point shot by Cologne, doesn't go. Rebounded by Dahl. Sandifer loses control of the ball right there to Cologne. Joy Lee from the corner, 3-point shot. Ooh, a nice strong rebound by Hamer, and she brings the ball back down the baseline, is fouled. Dangerfield call for her second foul.
Great position that time by Tanae Hamer being a guard. You know, normally guards aren't tuned in that way for rebounding, but she does a good job boxing out. She had that inside position, grabbed the rebound, and then took it strong and drew the foul.
In and out. She splits the pair.
Hamer, of course, coming out of the OK Red. She played at Hudsonville, pretty high level of basketball there. Makes the transition easier normally from high school to college when you played at a Class A high school program.
Standifer. Brown works through 3 defenders. Jeffries off the front of the iron. Gilson. Vines. Good defense by the Jayhawks, and Glen Oaks passes the ball right out of bounds.
The good defense continues, John. MCC especially starting in that second quarter. They've been lights out on defense.
Brown. Standifer. Dangerfield with a bounce pass. Gilson from the corner. And Muskegon calls timeout. 5:20 left to go in the game. It's Muskegon 51, Glen Oaks 31. John and Tom here for Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. The Jayhawks women's team leading by 20, 51-31 as we start the fourth and final quarter.
You know, we were worried about a letdown possibly in this game looking ahead, but so far, MCC's played very well.
And Coach Cooper wants another timeout. He didn't like how that inbound play worked for the Jayhawks. He calls another quick full timeout. We'll be right back. John and Tom here. We want to remind everyone, yes, the Jayhawks are going up to Mount Pleasant to take on Mid-Michigan on Saturday, but they'll be back here next Wednesday on the 5th to take on the Stars of Lansing for a doubleheader. So come on out and enjoy Jayhawk basketball.
That's right. We've mentioned it many times, but we don't have just one good team. We have 2 outstanding teams.
Inbound pass was tipped by Williams. Cutting across the lane was Vines. Offensive board too hard. Williams with the rebound. Jayhawks slow it down, set up their offense. Jeffries down low. Williams has her shot blocked. Gilson the other way. Dangerfield down low. Her good job by Brown deflecting that pass. Turns into a Jayhawk steal. Jeffries, 3-point shot. When you're wide open, keep shooting, because that's her area.
Oh, it is. She's had a tough shooting, especially in the second half here, but she's an excellent shooter.
Gilson. Brown with a rebound. Ooh, all alone down low. Williams puts it up and in.
Excellent fast break that time, John, by the Jayhawks.
Tierra now in double figures with 10 points. Standifer. Offensive board. Nice block from behind by Brown. Jayhawks come away with it. Quick outlet pass down to Tiara Williams. Far side. Gives it back to Brown. Brown puts it in. Ayanna Brown with 22 points tonight.
Yeah, she's making her case for Conference Player of the Year. Excellent execution the last 2 times down the floor, John, by the Jayhawks.
Dangerfield for 3. Woods across the midcourt line. Williams. LaCasa with a rebound.
Williams might have got her bell rung a little bit there. Slow getting up.
Dangerfield, 3-point shot, in and out. Sparkle Woods leads a 3-on-1 break. A tough pass to handle turns into a turnover. And Glen Oaks wants a timeout. Coach Malcolm Belcom. 2:32 left. 55-34 Jayhawks. Jayhawks by 20, 55-34. John and Tom here at Bartell's Roadie. And it looks like the Jayhawks will be moving on here with a victory for their date with Mid-Michigan on Saturday. Talking with Coach Jason Cooper, saying you just don't want to get caught up in a trap game. He says, yes, well, we don't talk about that. The girls don't even want to put that in their mind.
That's right. Yeah, but the Jayhawks, just 1 game out of first place. They're looking for their second conference title in 3 years. They won the conference and state title 2 years ago under, that was Amanda Parker's last year as head coach. Last year, Jason Cooper's first year, they finished second in the conference behind Lake Michigan. So they've been consistently excellent, this women's program.
Offensive board by Dangerfield, puts it up and in. Tierman. Cologne. Smith. 8 on the shot clock. Troy Lee, top of the key, leaves it for Smith. 4 on the shot clock.
Gotta shoot.
Lee puts it up. And it's rebounded by Harton. Gilson. Cologne with a rebound. Slowly brings the ball down court.
The MCC men's team is gathered, about ready to take the floor here, see if we can pull off yet another sweep.
A high arcer by Jaron Smith is good.
Jaron Smith, the freshman from Shelby, she's another player with a lot of potential, like Joy Lee. Little rough around the edges, but she's got great athletic ability.
Nice rebound by Smith. Lee. Rachel Wineclaw in getting some minutes here at the tail end of the game here. Good to see Rachel in the game.
Yeah, she's one of our outsiders, you would say. She's from a freshman out of Mesek.
Is Mesek the mushroom capital? Isn't that what it's known for up there in the Northern Territory?
I think you might be right, John. Joe Fitzpatrick worked up there for many years, the great athlete out of Mona Shores. Mesek High School.
Shot clock is off. Wineclaw puts it up, doesn't go, but she is fouled. She'll go line to shoot 2. Harton commits her 4th foul. Rachel will get a second shot. Glen Oaks ball.
Rachel Wineclaw is a freshman from Mesick. We got Joy Lee, a freshman from Byron Center, and Tanae Hamer, a freshman from Hudsonville. The other 8 Jayhawks are all local products. Home cooking here.
Dangerfield. Smith with a rebound. 5 seconds left.
We'll just dribble it out.
And that'll do it. 57-38 in a low-scoring game. The Jayhawks, with their great defense, come through for win number 15 on the season, while they move to 7-2 in conference play. The Vikings dropped to 2-7 and 10-10 overall. Tom, as you've mentioned a couple times during the game, that the Jayhawks, there wasn't that many points scored. The defense was strong, but you come away with a victory.
Yeah, the defense was outstanding. After a pretty even first quarter, they imposed their will on Glen Oaks. That gives us now 7 wins in the last 8 games. We're going into that showdown playing really good basketball. So I think Coach Cooper's got to be happy.
Yes. We want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great day tonight. We have our camera person, Eric Taylor, and in the booth, we have Rod Van Norwick, our director and producer. For my partner, Tom Kendra, this is John Arter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back at 7:30 for the men's tip-off between Glen Oaks and Muskegon.